Good morning children. In today's session I am going to take class for 6th standard science and the lesson is for your unit 2 forces and motion. That is we are going to take now forces and motion for you now. First the introduction is given here. We have studied in our earlier class that push or pull results in the sum motion of the object. When we, for example, push, already I said force is nothing but a push or pull. That is push na thalradhu, pull means ilukkuradhu illaya. Now in that, for example, when we open the door, nama door open pandrom, that is nama vandu we are pulling it. Then kicking a football, we are pushing it like that. So these are the, we are lifting a school bag. So lifting a school bag means we are pulling it. So all involve motion and there is some push or pull. Okay. So இந்த ஒரு நம்ம வந்து எந்த ஒரு வேலை செஞ்சாலும் அதுல என்ன இருக்கு push or as well as pull. So now first we are going to see the motion and rest. We are going to say what is rest and what is motion. What is rest and what is motion. So we are going to see this now. So now suppose there is a book on your table right in the middle, that is right in the middle of the table you are having the book. Now is the book moving children? No, that's just that's on the table. So you will see it is not moving, it is at rest. Okay, so நம்ம வந்து அது மூவ் ஆகுறது இல்ல, so ஒரே இடத்துல தான் இருக்கு. So we tell it as rest. Now if you push the book at one side, okay, what you are doing, you are pushing the book to one side of the table to clear space. So அந்த இடத்த வந்து ஸ்பேஸை வந்து clear பண்றதுக்காக you are pushing the book for keeping your notebook. Okay, you are pushing the textbook and you are keeping the notebook there. So you are pushing the book and what you are keeping there, your notebook. To then you will say the book is moving. What you will say, the book is moving. So that is in the motion. So rest means keeping in the same place, that is stationary. Motion means that it is moving. Already we know that is motion means moving. So what happens when the book is on the table, it is at rest. So when you push the book, it is in the motion. Okay. Now when the book was at the same place with respect to the table, you say the book was at rest. So I already told you what did I say, that is the book when at the same place to the table, it is at rest. Then but when it was pushed from one place to other place, it is said to be moving. Yeah. Then if you have the book children in page number 17, can you identify whether it is a push or pull that results in motion in the following classes? For example, first in the first picture, a girl is drawing the water from the well. So what is that? Pulling. Yeah, the first one is pull. So what is the first picture? Pull. The next is a man. What he is doing? He is drawing a vehicle. So that is he is pushing the vehicle, that is push. Next picture is push. Next, a boy. Okay, what he is doing? He is doing the wheel forward. He is taking the wheel forward, that is push. Again this is also a push. Now next is the girl is swinging. Okay, so this also a push. So நீங்க ஊஞ்சல் ஆடிட்டு இருக்கும்போது என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, அது push பண்ணுவாங்க இல்லையா, that is a swing. Then a bullock cart, what he is doing, his bullock cart rope is doing like this. So that is he is pulling the rope. Okay, so that is pulling. அவங்க என்ன பண்றாரு, அது அந்த bullock cart அந்த ரோப்பை வந்து இழுக்கிறாரு, that is a pull. Next what he is doing, he is inserting the nail with the hammer. Okay, அந்த nail வச்சு, nail என்னது ஆணி சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, that is inserting the nail with the hammer. Hammer na சுத்தி. So what he is doing, he is pushing it inside. So push. So that is first one is pull. Okay, first one is what is that? Pulling, that is drawing the water. Then next one is pushing. Next also push. Next also push. Here is pulling the rope and next is inserting nail inside the, that is inserting nail with the hammer, that is he is pushing the nail inside. Now when there is a change in the position of an object, that is when there is a change, okay, ஒரு மாற்றல் இருக்கும்போது in the position of the object with respect to the time, then it is called motion. It is called as a motion. If it remains stationary, that is one place, it is called as a rest. Okay, when it is moving, it is called as a motion. If it is in the same place, it is called as a rest or the stationary. Now, one story is there, that is Mohan in motion. Observe the following pictures and say whether is in motion, Mohan is in motion or at rest. Mohan vandu moving la irkara illa rest la irkana. Anita and Babu are standing under a tree at the bus stand waiting for a bus to Madurai. So where they want to go? They want to go to Madurai in a bus. Who all were waiting? Anita and Babu. Then two more of their friends, Rekha and Mohan, get into a bus to go to Tanjavur. So another bus for going, that is going to Tanjavur. Who is going there? Rekha and Mohan is going inside the bus to Tanjavur. And now the Tanjavur bus starts. Then, hey Babu, would you say that Mohan is in motion? He said, yes, of course. How can you say that? I can see he is just sitting in the bus. So he is telling that they are in motion. But he is saying that he is just sitting in the bus. Yes, but the bus is moving, isn't it? So what? You never believe me, asked Rekha. He said. Then Rekha, do you think Mohan is moving? So she is asking in a cell. No, Mohan is not. He is just sitting in one place. So what she is telling is just sitting in the one place. Then Anita tells this to Babu. So what she said, she tells to Babu. He snatches the phone from her and says irritably to Rekha. Snatches na irritha na pandrava. He is talking to Rekha irritately. That can't you see that the bus has moved away from the tree? So it is moving. Mohan is in the bus. Hence Mohan moving along with the bus. Then, but I am also in the bus. To me it does not look as if Mohan is moving. So ava vandu pakkathile ukandirukka. Ana avalukku adu moving ah theriyala. But who standing outside, they feel that they are moving. That is, bus is moving. Illaya? So he isn't moving towards me or away from me. Hey, am I moving or at rest? So this is a story now. Now this, what we have to discuss is who is correct. Is Mohan really in motion? When we readily observe that both Rekha and Babu are correct. So both of them are correct, because from the point of view of Babu, that is when Babu is saying that Mohan along with the bus is in motion, but for Rekha who is sitting beside him, he is in one place, therefore stationary. So beside who is sitting, she is saying that he is in the stationary. But who is standing, Babu is standing outside, what he is saying that he is in the moving position, that is in motion. Then, so according to Babu, Mohan is in motion. Mohan is at rest from Rekha's observation. So Babu's observation is that Mohan is in motion. But from the Rekha's view, he said that Mohan is at rest. So can you think any other examples they have asked? Now hi, please answer by observing the situation in the picture. So in the first picture, what you see that the man in the boat is moving with respect to the bank of river. That is, he is in the boat. That man is sitting in the boat and is sailing the boat with respect to the river. That means the boat is moving. But he is at rest with respect to the boat. What happens? Our boat he is not moving, he is at rest. So with the respect of the river, the man in the boat is moving. But with respect to the boat, he is at rest. So both in motion as well as in rest. Okay. The girl on the swing is moving. See here, this picture is here. What she is doing is swinging. That is, the girl on the swing is moving with respect to the seat of the swing. That is, she is swinging with respect to the seat. Okay. She is at rest with respect to the garden. So, avana enna panniterukka seat la ukkaandittu mattum dhaan irukka, but that is at rest. But when the swing is moving, what happens? It is in motion. So, she is in motion as well as the rest. Then next is Nisha. Now Nisha is going to her grandmother's house by bicycle. Now the girl on the bicycle is moving. So that is, she is going on the road using the bicycle. That is, it is moving. But that is respect to the road. But she is at rest with respect to the bicycle. That is, she is sitting in the bicycle without moving. That means she is at rest. So both motion and rest is going on here simultaneously. Okay. Now Now take the case of a book on the table which is at rest. So I told already, is it really without any motion? Yes. Now we know that earth is rotating. Earth rotate on its axis. Therefore the table along with the book must be rotating. Is it not? So nama earth rotate the table so there we are also moving along with the earth. Not only the table or book, we are also moving along with the earth because the earth rotates on its axis. Therefore, from the point of view of ground on which we stand, the book is at rest. Okay. Now similarly, while traveling in a bus, we feel that the poles na the full and the trees and the what straight light poles that is poles and trees seem to move backwards. So when you are going in the bus, what we feel that whatever we are sitting in the opposite side, they are all moving at the backward. So நம்ம ஸ்பீட் நம்ம பஸ்ல போயிட்டு இருக்கும்போது ஸ்பீடா என்ன ஆகுது, நமக்கு சைடுல இருக்கிறது நமக்கு என்ன தெரியும், நமக்கு எல்லாமே பின்னாடி போற மாதிரி தெரியும் இல்லையா. So seem to move backwards and the things inside the bus are stationary. That is, we are sitting inside the bus without moving. That means stationary or at rest. இப்போ புரியுதா, நம்ம வந்து என்ன இருக்கோம் பஸ்ல ரெஸ்ட்ல இருக்கோம். But when we are seeing outside, we see that all that moving backwards, that is all in motion. So an object may appear to be stationary for one observer. அதாவது ஒருத்தர் பார்க்கிறதுக்கு ஸ்டேஷனரியா இருக்கும், ரெஸ்ட்ல இருப்பாங்க. But and appear to be moving for another. இன்னொருத்தர் பார்க்கும்போது அது என்ன இருக்கும், மூவிங்ல இருக்கும். So an object is at rest in relation to certain set of objects and moving in relation to another set of objects. That implies that rest and motion are relative. ஒருத்தருக்கு வந்து மோஷன்ல இருக்கிற மாதிரி தெரியும், இன்னொருத்தருக்கு வந்து அது என்ன இருக்கும் ஆப்ஜெக்ட் நம்ம வந்து ரெஸ்ட்ல இருக்கிற மாதிரி. That is motion, rest and motion are relative. That is motion and are relative. That is simultaneously ரெண்டுமே நடக்கும் இங்க சரியா. So next is the how things move. Now when we kick a ball, it moves. So நம்ம வந்து ஒரு பாலை வந்து கிக் பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும், it moves. When we push the book on the table, it moves. அதாவது நம்ம புக்கை புஷ் பண்ணி வச்சோன்னா it also moves. When a bullock pulls a cart, moves. அதாவது புல்லக்கை வந்து காட்டை வந்து மூவ் பண்ணுது ஆகும்போது அது என்ன ஆகுது, அதுவும் மூவ் ஆகுது. Motion occurs when the object is pulled or pushed by an agency. So motion எப்படி ஆகுது, when it is pushed or pulled. Okay. Now why don't we try an inanimate agency? That is, we are going to see contact and non-contact force. That is, in daily life we pull water from the well. அதாவது நம்ம கிணறுல இருந்து தண்ணி எடுக்கிறோம் இல்லையா. That is, pulled out water from the well with a bucket, or the animal pulls a bullock cart. So ஒன்று நம்ம வந்து தண்ணி எடுக்கிறோம் கிணத்துலேருந்து இல்லையா, we are pulling the water from the well. On the other side, the animal pulls a bullock cart. So if a person or an animal, that is an animate agency, that is which is in the contact, that does a pushing or pulling. That is, animate is nothing but the contact agency. Animate means contact. Okay, animate means contact. So next, sometimes we see a tall grass in the meadow dancing in the wind. That is, the grass is dancing. The காத்து அடிக்கும்போது என்ன அது நல்லா அசையுது இல்லையா. So a piece of wood is moving down a stream. தண்ணில வந்து ஒரு piece of wood வந்து என்ன ஆகுது, தண்ணில போயிட்டே இருக்கு. What pushes or pull them? What pushes or pull them is the question. That is, first you saw that the grass is dancing in a wind. And another one is a piece of wood is moving down in the stream. We know that blowing wind and flowing water is the cause. So நல்லா காற்று நல்லா வரதுனால அது என்ன ஆகுது, கிராஸ் வந்து அசையுது. சேம் வே அந்த தண்ணி வந்து நல்லா போயிட்டு ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக ஸ்பீடாக போயிட்டு இருக்கும்போது the piece of wood also is moving in the stream. So what is the cause? First is the blowing of wind and another one is the moving of a stream. Now we know that blowing wind and flowing water is the cause. Sometimes the push or pull can be due to the inanimate agency. Inanimate means non-contact. Okay, inanimate means non-contact. So these are the two, that is animate and inanimate, that is contact and non-contact agency. Now forces are push or pull by an animate or inanimate agency. Forces are push or pull by animate or inanimate agency. So what I said, animate means contact, inanimate means non-contact. Okay, so these are the two agencies that we have seen now. So what is the contact? First, in the contact pulling, what I said, that is we are pulling water from the well, or the animal pulls the bullakat. So these are the animate agencies. Now inanimate, that is we see a grass dancing in a wind, and another one is a piece of wood moving with a stream. That is an inanimate. That is, what are the causes here? That is blowing of a wind, and the flowing water is the cause for this. So these are the inanimate agencies. So what did I tell? That forces are push or pull by animate or inanimate agencies. So next is the Aryabhata, an ancient Indian astronomer. So what is his name? Aryabhata. He is an Indian astronomer. So he is an astronomer. Said that like the banks of the river appear to move back to a person in the boat flowing gently in the river. So when we go in the front, when we are sailing in the river, in the boat, what happens? The water, we feel like the water is moving at the back. Same way, the night sky studded with the stars. So the night sky is full of stars, appear to move from east to west, while the earth rotates from the west to east. Actually, the studded with stars appear from east to west. But what we think, that it rotates from the, actually it rotates from the west to east. And learn more by asking others and reading in your own deva. So Aryabhata is an ancient astronomer. So what did he say? That banks that said that like the banks of the river, that is appear to move back to a person. So when we are sailing in the river, in the boat, what happens? The water, this moves backward for us. In the same way, that is night sky studded with the stars. So many stars we can see, that we see that moving from east to west, but actually the earth rotates from the west to east. So these are this is the one that Aryabhata has said to us. So this the first in the next class we'll see the other half of the lesson, children. I think you have understood this. So what we saw, that what is rest and what is motion, we saw that is rest is nothing but the stationary, and the motion is the moment of that. The next we saw that both rest and the motion are relative to us, and what are the animate and inanimate agency. We saw that is animate means contact force, inanimate means contact force. So in the next class we see that what contact, about the contact and the non-contact force, then what types of the motion we are going to see in the next class, children. I think you have understood. Thank you, children.